life. Why are we here? And where do we go after we die? Is it going to suck just as much unrelenting arse as this place did? These are the most important questions anyone can ask. Right after, what's the Wi-Fi password? Maybe only dying itself will give us these answers. Or maybe Japan's leading actor, who starred in 400 movies, then suddenly spent the 1980s making absolutely insane videos about the afterlife. Maybe he, Tetsuro Tamba, who wrote, narrated, and starred in the movie we choose now to review, can tell us what happens after we die.
Welcome to Crazy Eiga and 1989's Tetsuro Tamba's Dairekai, or Great Spirit World. What happens when you die? The time that your movie title turned into the most awkward conversation you will ever have with your children. Or grandma was like, what happens when we die? I don't know, you're the old fart, shouldn't you be telling me? I'm 2, I can't even tie my shoes! The movie is also a fairly awkward yet endlessly entertaining movie about, well, never ending. Director, writer, and narrator, that's right, Tamba ensures no mercy for any of the audience as the movie immediately starts with his narration declaring that human life energy on Earth, follow me here, blasts off from the planet when people die. It drifts across the cosmos to where it coalesces into a stable realm of existence where souls can hang out. This is a magical place where sex still exists. America is at the bottom of a canyon, and poodles can talk.
Oh,
this is going to take some time, honey.
I know, right? Luckily, Tamba seems aware of his narrative drift here and quickly wins audiences back over with a series of random explosions. Yeah! After this intro and this important information, we are then zipped into a violent precursor to Final Destination, ending in, you guessed it, the afterlife. We survived the intro just to die. Here we are. This is a miraculous revelation. A public bus arrives somewhere on time. Oh, yeah, in life after death. Sure, that's pretty big too. It's in the hereafter that our protagonist, Takashi Soga, who of course is played by Tamba's real-life son, is now a lost soul. He wanders around the waiting rooms of the afterlife, ending up at a palace of souls and other fun spots, when not being chased by gangs of angry people with sticks. On his trip around the afterlife, he has answers shoved on him, he asks questions back to those answers, and he generally ends up with more unsureness than understanding about the world of living after dying. Apparently, upon death, the soul heals itself of all physical disabilities and ailments. In dying, the blind are made to see, bald people grow hair, and cops turn into firemen. Praise be. Pretty cool. Once that stuff's out of the way, though, your dead relatives burst out of the closet to greet your arrival in the afterlife, revealing they've lost all their wrinkles and their sense of fashion. You'll be happy to see them, and they you. Unless you owed them money, as one greedy character finds out in perhaps the funniest scene of the movie. Well, next to a poodle surfing a corpse over a waterfall. By the way, did you know this was a Japanese movie? You did? Huh. Are you psychic? After all of these reunions, souls will also find out that they are no longer hungry and no longer tired. So, okay, you're healed, you're not hungry, you're not tired. What could possibly be next for a soul freed from Earth and disabilities? Oh, well, didn't think you were going to ask that. Okay, so you get let out of limbo, and you're, like, allowed to, I don't know, just wander around and do... Well, okay, it's like 2 things that you can do. Yeah. 2. Yeah. Hey, at least you aren't dead. Okay? A little gratefulness would be pretty nice right now. Just hear me out. This is what you can do, okay? So your 2 choices are hanging out in an ever-shrinking field where you can psychically kit-bash together the next failed Disneyland, or go to the forest where you immediately get attacked by mobs of horny ghosts. Yeah, because as Tamba tells us, sexual urges are the only living force that persist in death. Yep, nobody wants cheese anymore, but oh, they are so happy to molest you. Oh, of course. This is so different from the life of Fortnite and sexual assault I just lived in a few minutes before. Tamba-san, you are a genius. You really are. Go you. Apparently, in the afterlife, souls are neither rewarded or punished. They simply exist in the realm best suited to their soul's natural, immediate inclinations upon creation. Sometimes that's hanging out in a Japanese village making umbrellas for the rave where people who didn't make the Team Flying Heaven people cut get sent back to Earth. That's a downgrade, by the way. Sometimes it's a forest where suicidal people exist as trees for thousands of years. And sometimes everyone flies across the Grand Canyon to go to America. Even in death, the Japanese desperately want to visit America. And all we can say to that is USA! 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 Oh, did someone say USA? Toy here. I imported, arranged the subtitling of, ripped, upscaled, and now present Direct Eye with English subtitles for the first time ever. For a movie to cover all these things that you just heard about without crossing into weird areas of cult BS, I'm going to give you a hint, is impressive. But the real draw to this movie is that Direct Eye is Japan at its finest. Imagine all of Earth's weird religious death stuff smashed down and filtered into a palatable, I can't say the word, but it's palatable, if bizarre mismatch of outlandish worlds, 1980s SFX visuals, and new age synth music. Direct Eye is the bargain version of watching The Quiet Earth after taking acid while Hearts of Space plays on a radio in the next room. I don't know if it's an accurate portrayal of the afterlife, but if the real afterlife doesn't have a library just full of crazy titles like this for me to look at, I probably ended up in hell. I have to give Direct Eye 4 buses that have advertisements for Direct Eye on them. Yes, this is the movie that you're already watching, and it's got an advertisement for itself in the okay, out of 5. Let's kick Jacob's ladder out from underneath him and take the Swedenborg soul train to America.
Okay, wait. They advertised the movie in the movie? Okay, but the most important thing we find out about all of this is none of these places shown in the movie are heaven. So the beautiful Minecraft realm with the ugly cabins isn't heaven? What? It's just some training ground? Heaven is somewhere else. Are there going to be any more surprises like this? Oh no.